Guys, welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, we have IMF admits India is now the world's fastest payments country. In IMF, International Monetary Fund. Before we dive into this video, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit the join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Let's get to it.
In a world where money moves at the speed of light, one country has quietly risen to the very top. For decades, the United States and China dominated the digital payments landscape. Their systems processed trillions in transactions, their companies held the technology patents, and their governments shaped global standards. But this week, the International Monetary Fund made a statement that changed everything. India is now officially the fastest payments country on earth. This revelation didn't come from some friendly press release or domestic celebration. It came straight from the IMF's latest fintech note, a detailed report that compared payment speeds and adoption across all major economies. The findings were unambiguous. India's Unified Payments Interface, better known as UPI, has achieved what once seemed impossible, outpacing every rival, including the colossal networks of America and China. You see, India didn't just
India is the fastest payments country. UPI surpassed America and China. Like, we need to be following India lead when it comes to these payments for sure.
Pass others in speed. It created an entirely new way of moving money that is now reshaping the balance of power in global finance. According to the IMF, UPI processes more than 18 billion transactions every month. That's not a typo, 18 billion. The scale is so massive that the IMF singled it out as the most successful real-time payment system on the planet.
Dang.
So how did India, once seen as a cash-reliant economy, manage this transformation?
Oh, everything. When you talk about the US and China, it seems like who have a longer runway to figure this stuff out, who have more money and technology to figure this stuff out. It was India that figured out how to get the fastest payment system. Wow.
The reason is
That's
simple:
crazy.
vision and execution. Years ago, policymakers realized that financial inclusion and digital identity were two sides of the same coin. They built Aadhaar to provide biometric verification to over 1 billion people. Then they layered UPI on top, an open, interoperable platform that any bank, wallet, or app could adopt. This combination became what the world now calls the India stack. For a long time, skeptics argued that UPI was too ambitious. They warned it would be plagued by fraud, technical failures, and consumer resistance. But each prediction was systematically proven wrong. Month by month, UPI grew from a novelty to a national habit. One question remains: how did UPI grow so fast when even China's Alipay and WeChat Pay faced limits? This is because India made
How did it grow that really quickly? And it's crazy to think that like people were doubting it. I guess understandable. There may have been systems like that before trying to be put into place, and it didn't go according to plan. But for India to have pulled this off, for it to have worked, and where it seems like everybody in India is using it, that is literally something that's phenomenal.
a critical strategic choice. Instead of locking users into private ecosystems, the government encouraged an open network. Any app could connect. Any user could switch providers without friction. The result? A marketplace of payment apps competing to offer better service while all transactions settled instantly on the same backbone. The IMF highlighted that this model not only accelerated adoption but also reduced the cost of payments to near zero. In the US, merchants often pay a 2% fee to process cards. In India, UPI transactions are typically free. But the scale of UPI success has led to unexpected consequences. Simply put, cash usage in India has plummeted. The IMF noted a steep decline in ATM withdrawals and a major shift in consumer behavior. People who once relied entirely on paper currency now pay vegetable vendors, taxi drivers, and utility bills with a tap on their phone. This shift isn't just economic, it's cultural. There's something else the world didn't expect. UPI is becoming
Insane to be able to literally just pay for everything, not just groceries, not just fast food, but literally everything with the tap of your phone. Like in the US, don't get me wrong, we had a tap system in Apple Pay and Google Pay where you could tap your phone at a lot of places, but it's not everywhere. There's still a good amount of places, it seems like, that don't have that option.
a diplomatic instrument. India recently launched cross border UPI payments with Singapore and the UAE. Soon, other nations may join.
Oh,
What began as a domestic innovation is quietly evolving into a tool of soft power. This
facts.
explains why global financial institutions are taking notice. The IMF report urges other countries to study the India stack as a blueprint. The World Bank has praised India's approach to financial inclusion. But one mystery still hangs over the story. How far can India push this advantage?
Hmm.
Here's why that question matters. For decades, payment infrastructure was a hidden force shaping economic power. Whoever controlled the pipes, the networks that moved money, could influence trade, collect data, and impose standards. With UPI, India has built its own pipes, and now it's offering them to the world. The truth is, this isn't just about technology, it's about sovereignty. By owning its payment infrastructure, India has reduced dependence on Western networks and Chinese fintech giants. In a world of sanctions, cyber threats, and financial warfare, this independence is a strategic asset. As UPI expands across borders, it could become the default payment rail for millions beyond India's borders. That would give India leverage to shape rules, set fees, and protect its interests in ways no developing country has ever done. For now, the IMF statement is just the beginning. Simply put, the world is waking up to India's fintech revolution. The next time you hear about payment wars or digital currency debates, remember this moment when India, once dismissed as a cash economy, rose to become the fastest payments country on earth.
That's it's literally just crazy to see, yeah, what I mean, the kind of rise that India's made, the kind of transformation, and to see that there's countries out here that have much more money in the economy that have more advanced technology, yet India is the one who came up with the fastest payment system. Yet India is the one who connected the entire country through this payment system. Yet India is leading the charge. That's wild. Y'all talk to me in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Please, if you enjoyed, don't forget to smash subscribe, get a video a thumbs up. Check out the next, and I'll see y'all next time.